Shannon, do you have a credit score of at least 700?
I'm sure she does.
It's a pretty low bar to set, to be honest. But
move your coat.
I
What are
don't-
you doing? Fucking, you took over the
I'm
whole
sorry.
couch
Yeah,
over there.
that's my.
Yeah, I think I had
wow.
set it up for.
Okay,
a,
700. I wouldn't say it's like a low bar for your credit score.
What is it? I don't know my credit score.
I think a low bar is like 3.
I know that
3 is like you're a homeless ghost.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a pretty low bar.
you don't exist. I went to I guess when I applied for the new place I live in now, they did the credit score and they said I passed. So they didn't give me the answer, but they said that you were you passed. So I guess that's okay. I guess.
Yeah, I think it's like as long as you didn't do anything stupid,
Yeah.
which I know I did.
My beef with credit and like the whole industry, like I don't understand why.
You still understand?
Like, even like as somebody that's worked on that side of it, like I still don't get why. Like I get it, but it's a stupid like logic because it's like, oh, if you're checking your credit score constantly, that means you're worried about it, which means it must be bad. Like,
It's terrible. It's terrible logic because I look at my calendar every single day.
that's what I mean.
And that's
like,
why I'm never on time.
And that's why I am never on time, and I'm always late for work.
it's like people are weirdos. Like they like to look at the same shit all the time, constantly. Like how many? I don't know how many times you guys look at your like stocks or investments or anything. But
every day,
at least once a day.
At least once a day,
Me
I'm
personally,
checking my
yes.
crypto wallet.
So I'm like,
down
why
again,
would I
boys.
be checking my credit if I'm buying crispy grails every day, like from Europe? Like, I need to know what my credit is so I can continue to afford my habit of buying crispy grails from Europe that my bank
an
doesn't question
expensive
me
habit.
about. Like,
right.
just
Right,
for the
right,
viewers,
right,
Crispy
right,
Grails
right,
are
right.
vinyl records.
Kick it!
Continuing tonight on Two C's in a Pod. 96.7 on your
Two C's in a pod, 2 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 C's in a pod, just like 2 C's in a pod, 2 C's because we're 2 C's in a pod, 2 C's just like 2 C's in a pod, 2 C's in a pod at gmail.com.
anyways, yeah. I don't see the problem with wanting to know what your credit score is constantly.
You in particular.
Talking about credit scores, like talking about UBI around him.
No, I've come to terms with UBI because I was a CERB recipient. I believe in society, so I'm stoked on UBI
I
these days.
realized I was
Now that I'm a bum.
Now that I'm a bum,
I'm gonna play Avalon up.
a professional bum.
Can you bring Avalon down here and also it's a
That'd be
podcast?
Too much.
Me and Cam start the podcast, and then you guys go
Good
up there.
intro.
As you get eliminated from Avalon,
No elimination from Avalon. That's the problem.
this there is.
It's not
No.
Mousetrap. You can't get a.
I mean, there's like sometimes obviously people are despised.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's sitting there the whole time.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I guess we'll come back.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Well, I guess this is where we keep a long form show.
Anyone else groin ever hurt because they got surgery?
This one's a page for the Patreon fans.
For the Patreon.
My groin. I'll send you pictures.
Send me pics on OnlyCams. Well, I guess we start without me.
Only cams,
Only cams?
the exclusive release format for As We Know. Cam and I post photos and videos, exclusive content of ourselves.
That letter doesn't work.
Works.
Yeah,
you gotta work on.
Did
it.
you figure it out? We have a lighter here. That doesn't seem to. Oh well.
It's tough, but it works.
Yeah. Well, party's about
goes.
3-4 hours in here. It was Omicron and my friends are gone. We had about 11 cancellations in one night.
Just awful.
Just not the best show. But we make the best of what we have, and you look for the positives, not the negatives.
Whether your opinion doesn't matter what your opinion is on the virus, it's just awful, folks.
No. I think the biggest takeaway from tonight, Cam, for me personally, is that when you are picking groomsmen,
Pick the fucking ones that.
I think it's important to look around the room and say to yourself, "Hey, who's gonna be there?
Who's gonna show up to the party?
Who's gonna
Is this a direct
for you?"
message? I'm not saying it is.
Old
I'm
slobs,
not saying it isn't.
Old slobs at home are listening right now, and they're thinking to themselves, "Oh shit, I missed out." If I'm thinking groomsman Cam, I would want the people showing up for my birthday.
You
That's all I
gotta
say.
think
That's all
the
I gotta say.
groomsmen are gonna go. I don't care about my dad. I don't care about my family. I care about the guy who says, "Hey, gonna be a groomsman this year?" That's what you want in a groomsman.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking personally.
Some of that icky, sticky blueberry.
There might need to be. Oh, and we got a.
We may have
We
found
got
our
a pothead
groomsman
in
right here,
front of us
folks.
smoking weed.
Interrupting here in the show.
I think this is the type of groomsman you want at your wedding.
So Cam, in your so you're thinking kind of getting ready for the wedding, for everything that comes with it.
That's a book.
Grail.
That's a book, all right. So when you're thinking about the grooms, like what are you
audiobook
looking
episode.
for in the perfect groomsman?
The perfect groomsman.
So you're gonna have a bachelor party, whatever that ends up being.
Well, I mean, the bachelor party is extended, not beyond the groom.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so we're clear with that. Now, day of, what we're looking for, big things are just hitting your mark.
Interesting. So incredibly vague, straight out the booth. So Cam, so while you're putting on your fun cufflinks that have a familial story of some kind,
It's gonna be bicycles.
your
No one-
cufflink bicycles and
Yes.
your Randy Couture wrist wraps.
The
While
Randy
you're,
Couture hat, paperboy hat.
while you're busy.
No, it's mine.
While you're busy kind of strapping yourself with that, how do you want, you're going to be surrounded with a few guys. How do you want them to act? Is it a calm? Is it an exciting thing? Are they trying to hype you up? Are they trying to mellow you out? What is it?
Probably the mellow out. You don't need the hype up at that point. But then again, I might be the one shadow boxing in the room while they're going, "Why are you shadow boxing throwing switch knees?"
Now,
when
you
you're
will definitely be shadow boxing wherever the
Likely.
groom's kind of like chamber is or whatever.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. So yeah, it's pretty much what I expect. Is the who's gonna hold the mitts is the real question.
Right. So of course, because in your groom's kind of like groomsman area, everyone's getting dressed. Someone's gonna be standing there with the pads.
I'd hope. Yeah. What can you expect other than that? If there's not a putting green there, I don't know what we're really.
Right, so I can only
You know?
assume that you're getting dressed in like a boxing gym. Someone's there with the heavy bag, holding it as you get ready.
Grappling mats on the ground. I'd hope.
I think you would want someone there to mellow you out, because I saw a groom walk back down the aisle one time.
Really?
This actually happened. So I'm there at work and working using the ceremony. It was a Jewish ceremony from what I can remember. So they had the parents of both the bride and groom are standing there at the altar with them. And it's this thing. So the bride walks down the aisle to the processional. Everything's great. They're holding hands there, and I can see that they say a few words to each other, and then the groom turns to everybody and says, "Sorry, I need a minute. This is a lot to process."
Okay,
that's the exact word.
That's the groomsmen.
No, sorry, the groom. No, the groom.
The groom. Okay, because you said I thought you said I've seen a groomsman walk down the aisle, which I find would be almost more bizarre.
That'd be
if a groomsman was like, "I can't deal with this." Like, yeah, you're not a main part of this. Go ahead.
No, this was the groom who had addressed the audience, apparently under some kind of emotional distress, and walked back down the aisle. Back out of he left the room. Cut to him and his dad. I think, was his dad gave him like a glass of whiskey. The kid is sitting down on the fucking ground, head between his knees. Who knows what the hell's going on? My biggest takeaway was that the wedding planner is standing right beside me, and she says to me, "What should I do?"
Not your decision, not your call at that
point.
point.
And there's this little like string quartet, and they're looking at me, and I say to myself, like, I tell them to play a song. So they play, of course, All You Need Is Love by the Beatles.
As you do.
And as you do when a groom walks back down the aisle.
Right. That should be trained into bands that play at weddings is 1, 2, 3, 4.
That could be
All you need is love. You know,
that could be worse. That could make it worse.
It takes this guy 5 minutes to come back down the aisle.
And he's
back
drunk.
So he joins. There's they mazel tov. They do the glass thing. I pronounce you. I do. But then for the rest of the night, in the speeches, everything, nobody mentions it.
But that's also because the speeches are pre-planned.
I would have brought it up
on the dance floor. That conversation. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I didn't have to see.
Cam, if you walk back up the I'm taking.
You don't love Shelly. I'm
taking 5 minutes to talk about this.
I'd hope so. I mean, if you're gonna make that much of a big scene and be like, "Let me check about this," you're like, "What do you expect? This doesn't cause no consequences. This causes consequences. Deal with it at this point." Like, no one can be like, "Good, solid wedding." Yeah, the officiant was that suit. I tell you, that was the main event of the wedding.
I'm telling you, as the best man myself, I would have made sure that this wedding wouldn't have gone on until you felt comfortable.
Yeah, all is good.
Yeah. It's very important. Very important, I think, to be there. Yeah. So it has happened. You hear about the runaway bride, but I think the runaway groom is just as big.
Runaway bride? Usain Bolt. Unbelievable.
Exactly. Oh, you should have seen Usain Bolt running down the aisle. He made it down the aisle in nine and a half seconds.
Kept moving ahead.
He made it down the aisle, got the ring, got out of there within 10 seconds.
Now I hear, Cam, you went back to your Muay Thai classes. You've actually been kind of checking out a couple holds against like groups of people who may try to just grab you to stop you.
So let's pause
How
there.
would you kind of escape from that?
We have a local call-in now. It's local expert of Muay Thai. John, can you talk about grappling in Muay Thai?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't want anybody to get hurt here.
Local Muay Thai expert.
He choked me out just from his knowledge.
Turns out there's no grappling in Muay Thai, so it might have been a misprint on the telecom.
Yeah, no. So I saw you. I saw you at your Muay Thai kind of rehearsal, and
yes.
it was sort of you were sort of going up against a lot of older men and women saying like, "Cam, are you sure?" Saying a lot of things like that, uncertain. Really, just kind of testing your thoughts.
My ego is really what it's
really is what they were sort of testing.
Yeah, they can tell me they're testing my belt. No, it's testing my ego. How do I feel about these things, Cam?
Strongly, apparently.
It breaks me every time.
It gets you every time. Well, I guess that's the topic of conversation that we have going on, right now. The fall.
The fall?
2022 kind of is when the wedding is kind of planned.
The wedding is planned for then, yeah.
Should be happening around then, which is super exciting.
Do you want to play golf that day?
That morning?
That's the plan. I tried to book a tea time and I said, hey,
now,
just so you know, I have a rangefinder, and I was wondering if you have anything for the night.
Famously, as we know, Cam, I shoot about 3 or 4 over par.
Perfect.
But here's my thing.
Hole.
I am a pleasure to be around. I have a lot of fun. I encourage people. I say good job.
So I had a question. What do you think's more to you as a 15 to 20 capper? What's more important to you, swag or functionality?
That's great to
Very
hear.
good question.
I think I would say swag, but I would extend it to I want somebody to leave a round of golf with me saying that was a lot of fun.
Let's pause that question a little bit and go back. Would you rather be 5 less on your handicap, or someone at the golf club saying, "Hey, I think I've seen you before."
Hey, I think I've seen you before.
That's a
I
big
wanna
one.
I want to go to the clubhouse
big
and
one.
be a legend. Hey, everybody knows. Everybody knows who Cameron is. Everybody
You're
wants.
the guy that over tips on beers, right?
I want to be the guy who you want to play around with.
Hey, who's that guy with the cool golf bag?
Ooh. Whether it be a cool golf shirt. Hey, that's a cool shirt you got.
Oh, absolutely. Where'd you get that bucket hat?
The bucket hats are cool. I'm a big fan of the bucket hat in the summer.
No, I want to be the guy who, people would want to play with. The key is, if you shank your drive, you miss your chip, just say, ah, damn. Immediately, ah, damn. Not, motherfuck. See, motherfuck, that's aggressive. But, ah,
Very,
damn,
very
I'll
good
get
point.
the next one.
Very
I'll
valid.
Get the next one.
And truthful point.
I mean, truly, the last round of golf I played was the round of golf that,
And
know,
we
myself,
played
Cam,
great.
Park
that
over
was
there.
the game that got me hooked. I've thought about it the last year. No, Jeff sucks at golf.
We played a round of golf.
It's live.
We played a round of golf, myself, Cam, Alex Park, and it was max fun.
We played
We
very
each
well.
had some, I had some great drives. Cam had a few triple bogeys, but
Yep.
it wasn't
Who
about
knows? We
that.
don't have the scorecard.
We didn't have a range finder. We don't know what the end result is.
We didn't have the pin seeker technology that day.
We didn't have pin seeker technology. No, and that's the most important because nothing is worse than you're with a foursome with a group of guys and one person is
Doesn't
having
have okay.
no, I was gonna say just one person's having a bad game.
We've narrowed golf
Oh,
down
where they
to
get-
0 decimal places.
Where
So
they
you
get angry at the
yeah,
game.
in your foursome, 3 guys are having a decent game and one guy is just shitting the
So
bed.
pissed.
Nothing's worse because those 3 dudes,
Jeff.
there's nothing those 3 dudes can do to kind of make that person
Yeah,
kind
you're
of feel
like,
better.
I'm sorry, you just suck at golf today. You might not suck tomorrow, but today you fucking blow.
Yeah, I love the guy with all the golfing technology who's just trash.
He has a rangefinder, won't give anybody else yardages. Gives the yardages without slope. Like
Without slow.
Like I don't know, the measurements like crazy, like 190.
man, that
100
must
yards.
be like 200 out.
I'd
like,
probably pull your
yeah,
force.
but we have looks like 30 feet of drop. Rangefinder says
That's a good-
200,
that's a
bro.
good golf partner. I can't wait for the summer again when we'll see what my job allows for. But golfing in the mornings on Friday mornings at like 7 a.m. absolute money. I loved it.
That's the time you want to be. Yeah.
When no one keeps in mind that you're not available at that time. And then you just launch some balls off.
I've noticed Fridays are very nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a okay.
People
Few
are
big
everybody's
days,
sick
no one
of
gives a fuck.
everybody's shit.
The whole
by
next
Friday.
week and the Friday of today, I got one message from someone being like, "How's it going?"
But
So would you say you're overpaid?
Not some days. Some days I go, the amount of bullshit that I'm dealing with right now.
Okay, well, here we go. So over the last week,
That's like
were you
everybody by
compensated
Friday.
the amount in which you believe that you worked? So no.
I think I was
That's
underpaid
too real.
by 4x.
Yeah.
Too honest of a question. Good point. Never thought of it that way.
You got.
But it's like when you do one vital function of the company, like of the company's main function, you're like, yeah, I have some value at least.
Like, you're a
they can't
cog.
afford to fire me if I go golfing on a Friday morning.
You're a cog in the machine. Like, you are a part of the, what has to happen for things to go well.
Yeah, but I guess when you're a very specialized important gear though, that's hard to replace. And they have Germany. There's a 2-week back order on supply in Germany. Like companies don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, because I heard that you're the one behind this whole kind of delay in the supply chain.
Yeah.
This is you. This was kind of like a you decision. You decided to play golf and sort of just breeze past it.
You're showing your company how valuable you are by going golfing on a Friday morning.
That's exactly it.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, I'm sitting on another microphone here. What's this?
Speak. This is recorded to about 12 people.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Darla?
Oh, don't worry. The live episodes always get chopped up.
Oh,
To cut out. Well, it cuts out the
fluff?
flat out, empty, just no one's talking.
Fuck.
Yeah, that
Oh,
happens.
that's a cool shot.
It's a shot.
No, that's like you're like,
And they just started. We're gonna have to
EP.
fucking. This is gonna be a two-parter right here.
yeah.
We're gonna stop.
I have a
and
week.
then-
I have a week off of MacGyver.
No, I was gonna say because they're everyone upstairs at the party right now. I guess we didn't. We're 22. We're 26 and a half minutes in, so we might as well say it's episode 99.
Oh, fuck. I thought we were just saying our ages.
This episode
Like, I'm not
99.
20 anything.
John's
Not 20 anything.
45.
Amen. Episode 99 of
Oh my God.
Two Season Pod.
Yeah.
You guys-
99. Oh, my God.
99.
The Gres- the Gres-
We got to be talking about all the shots
Name
we
name
could've
your
taken
top
that we
5 sports players that are 99.
didn't. Oh, fuck, dude. None.
We got Gretzky.
Jay Crowder of
yeah.
the Cleveland Cavaliers.
big
We have
Jay Crowder
Taco
fan.
Fall
No way you know
of
five.
the
Taco
Boston
Fall.
Celtics.
Number 99.
5 players
Yeah.
are 99.
They're 99.
Jason Taylor, defensive end on the Miami Dolphins.
Wow.
Oh, here's
Fuck.
some
We
of
have maybe Aaron Darnold is also, I believe, number
What do you got,
99
4
for
now?
the LA Chargers
4?
defensive end. And finally, rounding up that top 5,
Damn, I didn't even know that.
I can't think of another one.
I found this out stat today.
Oh.
If you were to guess how many black goalies
I don't
in the
like- I don't
NHL
like- I
ever.
don't like-
I don't know if
I
we're
don't
going
like
down
the
this rabbit
stat
hole.
immediately. I do not like
I can only
Sorry,
think of
repeat
Kevin
one more
Weeks.
time.
I don't love
you got
this.
Kevin Weeks.
Ray Emery.
There's a
Ray Emery, yeah. And then
You guys not celebrate Black History? I guess you just don't like
I
talking
don't love
about it.
this. I don't love
give
this.
me a second.
I don't love
Give me a second. No judgments.
Think
taken
about
here.
who is in the NHL right now for the Buffalo Sabres.
He's black.
I don't know his name.
Not very long.
Subban.
Yeah, we got 3.
But like he's a shit goalie.
Yeah, super.
All right, like doesn't
how
matter
that's
if
your
he's
definition
black,
of it.
all right?
Is he
I don't
black?
care.
Kinda
You're
guy.
just a shit goalie, all right? Like,
and then the other 2 you're
all
never
right,
gonna get.
like-
They're just like they're nobodies that have played in the NHL. But I was trying to think about this. I'm going, is it under or over 5? It's 4.
but like I just think like anybody that does any sort of like sliver of research into like how much it costs, like it's ridiculous
goalie?
for goalies. Like for goalies, and like I don't know, and I just think like by the numbers, like oh man, like how many black goalies are there gonna be? Like
Yeah, it's like I think it's 4, which is
But, like,
incredible.
and like you think of the kids though who are goalies, they're okay. Like I don't think it's. I'm not gonna get canceled or anything for saying this, but like
Yeah, I
they're
think you're
weird
okay.
kids, man. They're weird kids.
Goalies?
Who are goalies? Hockey
Goalies are weird.
Who are dedicated
we had
weird
we had
kids.
a kid named
They
Dominic.
are weird kids.
Dominic was my team's goalie for fucking years.
Like,
I just
the
played house league. He was
weirdo?
our team goalie for years. Weird kid.
I'm not saying they're bad
You're-
kids
a
or
certain
not
type
nice
of
kids.
person is willing to stand there by themselves and get fucking shots at them.
See,
and,
I was a goalie for many years.
yeah, and you're
Well,
a weird
I'm friends
fucking
with many.
kid.
I'm
Shit.
friends with like 4 goalies, and
Oh,
like
okay. So I'm in that list of
I don't-
when
they're
you're
good-
like
they're
I
good
don't mean
guys.
to be discriminatory, but weird kids. So you're talking about me right now.
No, we're talking about goalies. That's what we're talking
no,
about.
no,
Weird
what,
kids.
no. You told I didn't know you were a goalie, but up until
now it makes
there's
sense.
exceptions. There's exceptions. in
Now
my
it makes
list.
sense. Yeah, you're right.
There's exceptions I can think of off the top of my head as well of kids that I knew that were goalies. There were exceptions to
That
the
were okay.
weirdness rule, but yeah, like most of them, I would say at least 75% of them were weird kids. 3 out of 4 of them that I knew were weird kids.
It's got to be a certain type of
And
person.
it's more than 4 kids that I knew that
to
were
stand
goalies.
there by themselves and have shit just thrown at them.
Exactly.
Now have a piece of rubber thrown at them at an incredible velocity, and then you get the occasional.
You're the one
kind of
taking
like-
it versus the one giving it.
You get the occasional pad bump of like, way to go. You get the occasional.
And
kind
just
of,
as you get older, you get heavier and heavier kids just running into you. Oh, I see a loose puck. Let me
However-
just dig in there.
Now
And
that I'm
it's
thinking
like-
about it, the ego that you probably get because your entire team still defends you. You know, like
But it's
somebody gets a little
No,
slash on your blocker. Dude, I have fucked up some kids for very, very little in terms of touching a goalie. They would just kind of, the goalie kind of covers the
They
puck.
look at
and
him
then
the
they
wrong
sort
way.
of like touch their pads with the puck, and I'm like, fuck off. I'm gonna
That's
knock
my
that guy
go-to.
over.
I know.
Like, it is funny that, you talk to nobody. There's zero interaction. All the pressure is on you, but everybody defends you as
funny you say that.
as best they can.
It's
So it's
funny that you think of it like that way. They're like, but it's also an hour a week of how many? But you're like, that defines. Normally, they're probably weird kids outside of the pads.
Outside of hockey, they're probably fucked.
So to your point, like, so there was this kid that I knew, like, he was like one of the best goalies I ever knew, and like he is.
I'm just right here.
This
man.
guy could
Chill.
be in the NHL. I shit you not. He has that talent because he's that
I know.
acrobat. Imagine
it.
somebody
Stop.
that's 6'4", so 2 inches taller than me, that can
Not that tall.
do splits.
Cam is 5'11", famously.
He can do the splits.
Famously 5'11".
His height.
He had like offers from U.S. colleges to play baseball to be a pitcher.
Boston College.
Like his like hand-eye is like impeccable as well. Like this kid had it all. You know what? Like this guy, like he fucking quit and like he was on the Marlies AAA.
Just don't tell the whole
You didn't tell me
story.
you quit.
Anyways, he quit, but his thing was he quit because he was like, I quit because I don't get to defend myself as a goalie. Everybody else sticks up for me. I don't get to do it myself. And he quit, tried to become a player, but he wasn't as nearly as good of a player as he was a goalie. Couldn't skate. And he was like, fuck it, I quit hockey. I can't defend myself. He just had like a whole breakdown.
Like in the locker room after the game.
This guy was like a crazy talent though. Like I swear to God.
That's wild.
Adam Stewart, but yeah, like this guy was crazy.
Big shout out.
Yeah. Like
Big shout out here on the show.
great goalie, but yeah, I don't know.
It is really a certain kind of level of person. Similarly, I have a friend who, when we play Chell, like online,
You play Chell.
he'll always like volunteer to play goalie. And playing, kind of video game goalie is a level. That's a level of psychosis that is very, very few and far between.
Oh man. Okay, like I think that's like a 1% of that's a 0.1% of the 1% kind of crowd. Like the ones that are down to play goalie in an NHL video game.
It's crazy. It's
Online.
There's some of these psychos out there, and that's the craziest thing. They're all around you. You're walking around at the mall. You're going to Yorkdale. You're trying to shop for your family. They're out there. They are out there at Yorkdale with you. That's fucked.
Big Yorkdale fan.
Big Yorkdale fan here on the podcast. Get your show. I love going to the movies at Yorkdale.
Never been. Tell me about it.
You get off the subway and then you walk past all the fancy stores.
Yeah, you go, I can't afford any of this.
One day, ma. One day.
I love walking past the Canada Goose store and then learning that they sell shit that's not just coats.
What else did they sell?
Other shit, apparently.
Tell me about it.
A store's worth.
I have
you
no idea.
Lulu?
As
I
a Facebook
yeah.
baby, I always think of Canada Goose. I'm like, oh, those wolf videos. I'm never gonna buy a
The
Canada
wolf
Goose.
videos. Yeah, I know. But if you're walking through
I don't remember the
Yorkdale,
wolf videos.
if you're walking through Yorkdale between the
But I got one
subway,
question: are you Lulu or Peloton?
I'm gonna
Lulu
say
or Peloton
I'm
is the
gonna
question?
say-
Not heard about this?
No, you got.
Does Lulu?
face.
Does
You haven't heard
Lulu
about
have
this big
a?
debate?
so.
between,
More recently, show. Introduce yourself. New voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
can
wow.
you talk about yourself?
It's a big step. This is
What shorts are you in Muay Thai?
Wow, I don't know.
This is not a Muay Thai related podcast.
Okay.
Blue shorts,
Plow ahead.
blue shorts, and Muay Thai.
Blue
That's,
shorts
I think that's
and
enough of an
Muay Thai.
introduction.
Recently, Chris Noth was featured in a Peloton ad, and has since been Me Too'd. What do you have to say about your
Who's-
Peloton
sorry.
now?
Sorry,
I don't
who
know, I
is
don't know
that?
much about the Peloton. I don't really care. I'm
Chris
more of
Noth, also known
more
as
of an
Mr.
airborne
Big
Lulu
on
guy.
Sex in the City. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. Y'all do too. Watch Sex in the City live
What'd you think
on
about
Crave
the
whenever
new-
you want.
the new episode.
Type in promo code 2Cs for 15% off your first
What's the
month
best-
of Crave TV.
Before we ask the critical
What's the
Me
best
Too
season?
question,
Sex.
so this character who's causing this big debate between Lululemon and
Peloton.
is a character, not a main character,
What-
but a character in Sex and the City from a show that ended within the last 10 years.
Joke's on you. It's back, baby. They brought it back to Crave. Samantha's
What's it
gone.
called now? I think it has a different name.
Yeah, it has a different name because one
can't
of the
remember.
Yeah, something like that. I know what you're saying. I wish I knew more about this. Peloton Lulu. I'm gonna say Lulu. Actually, I'm gonna say
so out of the loop on this.
I'm gonna say Under Armour because it's less expensive than Nike and they sell it at all the same places.
I don't. Can someone explain to me what's going on here? What's the controversy?
Yeah, what's the Peloton Lulu
I wish I
thing?
knew more info. I thought you guys would know.
I didn't know about it, but I can riff.
Can you? Can we just skip this topic if no one knows anything about it? Why don't we
so
do
does
that?
Lululemon develop a product that rivals Peloton or what?
Or did Peloton?
That's essentially it.
create a product that rivals Lululemon?
is suing Peloton for essentially making the same products that they make. The
What?
Same, like athletic gear.
I think Peloton's
Wait, does
moving
Peloton
on to
make like pants and shit
yeah,
now?
they're moving on to those tights. You know those pants that have like compression
Yeah.
shorts or whatever. They're moving on to that. new
So
market.
now we're all educated on the topic.
Oh,
okay.
so
And
so
I
now
think
when I go to the
initially it started
gym,
with-
I'll see.
And I could be wrong on this. That Peloton was trying to sue Lulu for it, and they turned around and said, "No, you're trying to sue us for our athletic gear that you're reproducing, and in turn sue them." So
It's bizarre. We'll have to catch up
Yeah.
with that. Maybe some notes for next week.
Wait,
This
so
Some more
so
info
the,
with
so
the Peloton Lululemon thing.
We'll have
I
to
really
make
hope
it
I'm not wrong
general.
on that now.
Well, hey, dude, that's what the notes are about.
Yeah,
The
that's
note-
why we-
John,
that's why
I-
we fact check.
I claim a lot of things on the notes.
Thank God
You'll
we
find
live
out.
in
We have
21st
we have
century,
a lot of
folks.
producers, interns working at the show who are working on the notes department.
Yeah,
Of course,
big budget.
a huge,
Very big budget.
huge budget. Well,
Have you
actually-
heard about the bottomless
Actually,
piggy bank?
Rogan came to us
Yeah.
to ask for how to
And
negotiate with
yeah.
Spotify.
He
Unfortunately,
said-
he was not paying us enough, so he
Oh,
couldn't be featured
oh,
on
you
the
thought
show.
he was paying? Oh, it's
All
funny
right.
because he said I have this deal with
Lululemon
Spotify. I
sues
go, oh,
Peloton
no
for
worries.
selling copycat
We
products.
can also do that.
Yeah, we can also do that. That's that.
We also have that option. We don't want to.
Now,
really
I
do
also
it right
saw
now.
a similar article where Fashion Nova was suing Lululemon for the recent Lululemon
Oh,
thick
I see.
line.
So previously, according to this article,
Previously
it says
on
that
Two Season Apod.
Previously on Juicy Spot.
Peloton and Lululemon had a co-branding agreement that was
And next.
ongoing that ended earlier in 2021 of this year. And so what happened was that Lululemon essentially was like, all right, we're going to end this co-branding agreement and start selling our own bras and athletic equipment.
Wow, what is such an interesting story between four white guys that stopped selling their bras? Okay, can we move on? Like,
So now Lululemon, in response to Peloton's news that they're going to start selling their own exclusive line of athletic bras and other athletic wear, in quotations.
I thought this was all athletic gear.
they want to specify they're selling athletic bras.
Cam.
And it
This
just-
is relevant news to you and I.
Anyways, hey, you have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend.
Hey.
It's relevant,
I have a fiance.
and I don't. But I'm saying it's relevant to you.
When's the last time you purchased a brassiere?
Last week, but that's none of your
When did the
business.
Challenger blow up?
Anyways,
Yo, are we getting our 10-minute UFC segment?
What's that?
O'Malley.
Okay, we'll do an interview with you.
all right. Last fight I watched was the
who,
Oliveira
which
one.
fighter
That
do you
was
want to
crazy.
be? I'll give you a full interview, but you have to be a fighter.
Oh man, this is big. I don't know if I can do this.
Well, then you don't get the UFC segment.
How about we reverse the roles?
Let's get ready to
How about-
segment.
How about I interview you and you're my favorite fighter?
We're sitting here.
With Sean
Gaethje,
O'Malley.
What are you doing with your life?
Welcome to UFC Live.
Ha-
My name is
how-
Cameron Osborne. You know me from QC Pod. I am joined here by our UFC coordinator.
Habib, what are we doing?
We are going to search them all.
Habib, I'm very happy to have you here.
Thank you, my
absolute pleasure. Greatest fighter in the world here. Myself and 2 Seasons Pod. Absolute pleasure to interview you here
Why
as well.
is there two John?
Sir, we do not need a trainer in this interview. We do not have to be disrespectful, and I don't know the religious prayers, but we appreciate you being here. Habib, tell us what you think about the current state of Omicron virus.
Oh, Charles Oliveira, you say? Nothing. He's nothing to me. Omicron, nothing.
I am champion.
I am champion.
The owner of a silver Honda Civic license plate CVRD 818. Can you please move your car?
Hey, who drive
Hello,
Honda
Dana,
Civic?
I have to leave.
And that was
The UFC segment with Habib Nurmagomedov.
Thank you. This is the EFC.
This is ESPN.
notes.
For MacGyver
No,
and Fiverr. Well, I guess I watched that episode for nothing today.
it's the live app. We don't do this.
Oh, fair enough. I guess we don't do real things. I had notes. I had documents ready.
Cam.
Probably.
Camuel.
That's me.
How's your surgery?
It's okay.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Hey Cam, how's your stomach?
For the male viewers out there.
Has anyone ever felt that?
Wait.
Have you ever felt this?
Sometimes
Sometimes you feel like you look at your outsides and they are okay. And then you feel your insides and it feels like someone cut them open. And you feel that pain. Am I right? What's going on here? Here's the beep. Yeah, they're okay. I'm walking. Insides don't feel great. Yeah, it's weird having your insides feel like they hurt, but not feeling the outside.
Would you say it's similar to the feeling you felt when you were kicked by Israel Adesanya?
Never in my life. No.
Because this is interesting. This is a big point that we've never talked about. Amongst all your Muay Thai training, you've actually competed against some of the
World elite is what you're
world
looking for?
elites. Now I heard personally, I don't mean to say this, that you and John Jones were actually in a little bit of a tussle at a gym in Las Vegas. He kind of stormed off, got into his car, drove off.
Beat his wife.
Yeah, I beat him pretty good.
Yeah, I
And
he was sort of leaving this sort of.
he wasn't.
He was
he
leaving.
wasn't happy.
I heard he was leaving the gym. Now I was there, and he was saying things like, "I'm mad."
I'm mad.
Just
I'm
sort
gonna.
of general things.
Someone's gonna get.
I'm mad.
I'm
He was
gonna
saying-
beat my wife.
I heard
I'm
something
an angry
like that.
heavyweight.
It was sort of things like that, interesting, and you were sort of directly.
Changed and beat my wife.
You were sort of directly involved in that, and then you went up to because you were in Vegas recently, Cam.
Yes, sir.
Was
He
it
was-
Nick Diaz or Nate?
Yeah, well, I sort of heard that
And Nate.
you sort of went to a Caesar's Palace and you sort of stole a lot of John Jones. There was sort of like a lot of John Jones memorabilia was stolen.
Oh, his mouth guard. You said
His
he found,
mouth
it
guard,
was
a pair of his
found-
shorts, some of his gloves were stolen from his Caesar's Palace hotel, and
It's funny because I had the thought and I realized
yeah,
that stealing it. the weirdest thing in America. Bizarre thing. Okay, stealing memorabilia in the United States gets you served the same amount as if you killed your own wife.
Interesting. So nothing. So what you're saying is nothing.
Small punishments.
Because I also heard, Cam, that, after your Las Vegas trip, you did make a trip out to Oakwood, California.
As you do.
You stayed at you sort of rented a home that Kato Kalin owned, and you rented the back house. As we all know,
It's
Cam
California, baby.
stayed at in Kato Kalin's back house.
It's
and then one
beautiful.
night, Kato Kalin claimed to have heard a sort of a noise.
You're too deep on this
And
case.
sort of the woman
Kevin Lee showed up.
and then sort of the woman that you were kind of seen with earlier, and the guy that she had met, he was a bartender at the time. They've sort of since have been
You're too deep.
gone missing. A lot of similarities between you and O.J. Simpson.
I feel like you know way too much about the O.J. Simpson case.
I know a
This is
lot about
scary.
what I've heard what happened to you. If it just so happens to line up with O.J.
Okay, how many people do you talk to that know about the O.J. case that you're like, oh, we're obviously on the same mental level?
I'm gonna say
we got 4 people in the room,
I'm
okay?
gonna say I've never met anybody on my level of
so
O.J.
who is the name you said? Caitlin
I don't know if I
O'Caitlin?
know anybody else with size 34 glove size.
So we have
So
3
folks,
people.
As we know,
Yeah, you're the ultimate.
Wait. So
as we
just
know,
so
I
we're
went to
clear,
Oakwood, California one time, and I stood beside Kato Kalin's back house.
and your stance on OJ is?
I sort of tried to
Who killed OJ?
I sort of. yeah, the media killed OJ. As we all know, I went to Oakwood, California one time and tried to recreate that fateful night in 1994. Tried to see, sort of, just to kind of do my own investigative research. I think it's really important, right? Like, if you're going to form an
As you
opinion
do.
about something, you got to do the research yourself. That's why Kyrie Irving isn't
YouTube
playing basketball.
investigator?
He's in the fucking lab.
He's in the lab.
He's checking the Bunsen burners. He's doing the schematics. He has a fucking abacus.
Injecting the
He's
tests
doing,
himself.
he's got a
in
petri
himself.
dish. Kyrie Irving's full of petri dish. He's doing the investigation himself, and I had to do the same thing. I had to think to myself, okay, if I'm standing, what's happening right now?
And
He did it, but it's amazing that.
I think the NBA doesn't want Kyrie to come back because he's at this point half a bat. He's like a bat human.
wait, sorry,
Hybrid.
a bad or bat?
Bat. Yeah,
Bat.
I wasn't
He's
sure.
talking
He doesn't-
bat.
Sorry, the one with the wings,
Are you
right?
familiar with Batman's
his
the,
lats
the
huge?
Batman
Okay.
villain man bat?
Same mammal, right? We're talking about the same mammal, not
Correct.
bad.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. All right, just checking.
It's called Man Bat, and he's more bat than man. Versus Batman,
What do you mean?
who's more
I need
man
an
than
explanation.
And who are the
concerned that
only
they think
team
he's a
in the
bat?
entire NBA with a black jersey theme? The Brooklyn Nets. And that just fits in. And it just fits in because it's going to trigger a bat response in Kyrie. And he's going to grow wings at half court and fly in from half court, and they won't even be able to say, is that a 2-point or a 3-point shot? Because he started from beyond the three.
You bring a good conversation apart. Once someone can leap beyond the arc to a point that is clearly advantageous for the 2-pointer,
I mean, that's just one of many. But
that is a big one, though.
the NBA doesn't want you to see it, nor does China.
Oh my god.
I just got you demonetized, so cut that out. But
We have to take a break.
Yo, I'm freestyling on the mic. Y'all don't even know what it's like. I be still listening to Mike, even in 2021. Yeah, that's right. Yo, people don't even know. I got Polaroids on the go. I got instant memories for show. I be showing them to my granddaddy like, yo, you dead, but you still know that shit be going on. Time never stops. It's a flat circle. Bro, I be feeling like Steve Urkel. Straight up autistic outcast. I be chilling in the basement. Yeah, you know, time passed and I ain't trying to be part of it. The party's upstairs and I'm dodging it.
I'm impressed, personally. I mean,
Thank you.
If you're like, if I'm trying to do rhymes, I'm like, the book is like a cook, and it's take a look. Next thing you know,
Take a look at the cookbook.
The party's upstairs, and it scares. And I pass the mic to Alex. Oh,
Yeah. Yo, check it. We at this party, yeah. But hey, there ain't no shotties, yeah. I'm with my homies. This plan. Yeah, and there ain't no that we smoking blunt and here and there. Not so clear, but hey, I'ma get another drink and go. Yeah. Dollar. Yeah, that's a no dollar. Yeah, rock with it, doggy. You ain't no shoddy, even though you a dog. Guns back in the air, we ain't there. But I ain't care. But I ain't there. Yo, yeah, we taking tab of Lucy. Ain't no jacuzzi. Ain't no jacuzzi in there. We ain't. I don't even know what the Yeah. Yeah.
see, ever since Schoolboy said, "Let me put my mouth where your potty boo," I just kind of lost some respect for him.
I mean,
That was Absol.
you could argue Absol is not a good rapper, but also he's a different person than Schoolboy Q. Who's a worse rapper, you could argue.
He's the best TD.
Absol is the best TDE rapper.
Yeah.
So they're both TDE rappers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
That's
Isaiah
why you know
Rashad
about
is a
either
TDE.
of them.
Fuck.
Yeah. Because
And
they're on
TDE
Kendrick's
is made by
label.
Kendrick. Okay, yep.
Kendrick
It's-
left
Kendrick
yeah.
left.
like
But it was
literally
made by
like
Kendrick's dad.
a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Why?
And he changed his name because
what?
he's into God now, and he's like, my music journey with TDE is done. Also, he's just, I
fuck
think he's
God,
out of
right?
material, to be
Fuck
honest. I think that's
God.
the-
So you're saying the
Toilet
next Kendrick
flush.
album's gonna be just garbage?
God.
Toilet flush, sound
I think
effect,
Absol
sound
is
effect
fun,
on God, flush.
but it's not like Kendrick level.
That's the most Kendrick.
Art.
That's the most bullshit answer I heard. Do you think Kendrick's album's gonna be good? I think Absol's album is fun.
No. Sorry, if you're asking Kendrick, I thought you said TDE. If
No.
Kendrick, I don't give a fuck about Kendrick anymore. After Damn,
take.
it's like I don't care.
So you think his next album is gonna be trash?
After Damn, I don't care about Kendrick.
Well, that's what's known as a hot take here in the industry.
Bold statement. I happen to agree with it, but I'm gonna let Anik try it out first.
I'm gonna let it
Come
slide.
at me.
See where it gets me.
Site makes music. Fucking
If
come
it's
at me,
socially
boys.
advantageous,
So you say
I'm gonna
you
chalk it
prefer
up to me.
terrorism rather than Kendrick? Just to get this clear. Kendrick.
I think Kendrick is a Chinese terrorist.
Well,
That's a
And he
fantastic
made
place.
COVID.
That's a great place. Let's kick it.
And here, welcome to the Two Season a Pod podcast, starring Kendrick Lamar, Cam Osborne, and Cameron LeClaire.
Thank you for interviewing
That's
us.
episode 99. We're here with a lot of famous rappers coming here to the studio.
We got Sight in here. We got Young Boy in here.
I don't know.
Yo,
what
young boy,
Instagram
what's
and-
up?
What up? Yeah,
Yo.
Yeah, we have a lot of TikTok stars coming here to
TikTok.
the podcast. We're here at Two Season Pod Studios. My name is Cameron Osborne. That's Cam LeClaire.
Yep.
And I am joined here by Lil Xan.
What's up, Lil Xan?
Here in the studio. What's up, Lil
How you
Xan?
been?
What's up, Lil Xan?
tastes like Skittles, yeah.
You do say that sometimes. Lil Xan, how does it feel?
To me, it tastes more like the smell of your shoe. Kinda like
Is
a
it
boost.
racist if I say she tastes like edamame?
I don't think so. Because I mostly eat at Burger King. Cam, you had a question for Lil Xan here.
Yeah, just big question. Fans are always DMing me, Lil Xan. Do I call you Xan? Lil?
Yes.
Okay, Xan. Hey, big question, Xan. Face tattoos, how do they feel? How do they feel, man?
I only get things that my mom would be proud of.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
I love
And
my mom. Shout out moms.
teardrops under. You ever killed someone?
No, but you don't know what I might do.
Now,
Oh,
famously,
shout
Cam.
out
Now,
boys in the crew.
now, Cam. I need to say, you're sort of asking a lot of questions about these face tattoos, these SoundCloud rappers, things like that. Now, and we've known you for years. It seems as though you have like sort of some new kind of like acne kind of forming around your face, sort of looking like
Cam's gonna
face
be
tattoos.
Tell us about
Conscious about that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks. I gotta be honest. It kind of looks like a face tattoo, but you've been telling us that no, it's just like a little.
We noticed. We've
it's,
just
it's
been
a
very
rash.
polite.
It's maybe some acne.
I think you're still an attractive man, regardless. I mean, like conventionally attractive.
why are you looking at me?
Because I'm talking to you.
Yeah, this is directed at Cam LeClaire.
Yeah.
You were unanimously voted with Shannon as least attractive couple of this season.
Famously,
How
so
do you hope to recover
So
from this season's loss?
wow. I would like to say. I would like to say before Cam puts his results in here at his house and a Guinness. There was a Guinness van
note,
screeched
Cam
to a
is-
halt,
Cam
and
LeClaire is
they
yawning right
wanted
now.
to award Cam least attractive around the world. Like this Guinness.
I didn't know they
exact
tracked
wording
those
at the
records.
time
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
but
least
apparently they do.
fuckable couple.
Yeah,
Just so
least
the
fuckable.
listeners know. at
Least
the time.
fuckable.
Can I
Cam
get-
LeClaire.
Can I
a
get a second? Can I get a second?
very new
Yeah, yeah.
record.
You can get as many seconds
of
as you
course,
need.
the woman with the long fingernails came to the front
J-
door to
Jalal
award.
Jihad, whatever his.
Yeah,
her
the
name
person with
was.
the eyes who popped out.
That
The
was
two,
my dad.
Yeah. Now, and a little and
We know
Zan.
how unreliable he is.
That was my dad when he saw my report.
And
card.
Connor has a close relation to this because your dad and his brother are the two fat twins on the bikes.
That is correct. Yes,
So
that
Guinness-
is true.
Guinness-
That
I will
is
say I recently saw Connor's parents again, and I said, "Hey, have we met before?" Even though I knew that I met his dad before, but I was so anxious that I just said, "Have we met before?" Even though I knew, I met his
third
dad,
time
but
for
not
the
his
night.
mom.
Right, because you saw him in.
I remember that, and you made a powerful enemy.
I'm sorry.
So Cam, the Guinness World Record of least fuckable.
Back to the Guinness record.
Back to the Guinness record because none of
I'm
us.
just.
It's gone to you, and
Nobody
like,
else in the room holds a Guinness record right
It's
now.
incredible because I'm just so happy it's only for the quarter because the quarter is almost over and oh my god, what a quarter it was! But Jesus
It's
Christ,
quite
if I went back to back, holy smokes! I tell you,
Right, because you and you're really kind of making this campaign for you're kind of trying to offshed the least fuckable to Kelly Clarkson over here. You're sort of making this campaign as either
Hey,
Cam
I've been
LeClaire or Kelly Clarkson, whoever's the least fuckable.
so you're going least fuckable person ever, and then Kelly Clarkson is your two.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
going, those are kind of like, well, I don't know.
Well, I sort of heard there's a viral campaign going on, kind of
And
between
also
the
a
two of you.
virus going on between the two of you because you had sex and also you have AIDS.
Very much so. So
Sponsored by
big-
Manscaped. This is
Sponsored
the
by
ad
Manscaped
and not
here
real.
On here on the podcast. Big news here on the show. Cam not only voted Guinness least fuckable
But also
person,
most likely to have AIDS.
but also was like an have AIDS. Out voting Magic Johnson of all people.
You guys heard of those places in South America where people will willingly inject themselves with AIDS just to
Yeah.
get free healthcare?
I haven't,
actually
but
have.
what?
Yeah, see, this is why
This
Connor's
is
my
the
boy.
only reason I'm on the show is to like
Because he knows the
not
things. He knows more
gaslighted
things
Nietzsche.
than I do.
Right. You're sort of hearing this.
I'm sort of the everyman. I represent the everyman. I
you're
represent the
sort
blue
of-
collar.
You are the character that we all wish Mia Farrow had in Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, I'm
Just to
ironically
be like,
detached
"Yo,
from the
shit,
situation,
Shit's fucked, and that's all about. Oh my god.
and it gives me a lot of range. But most importantly, it doesn't require me to speak too much.
Right.
the important part.
Yeah.
Keeps it fresh.
Something I wish that Cam had brought up earlier
Yeah,
was that
because he just left for the viewers.
no, to be honest, I don't want to. I don't know how to say this tactfully, so I won't. But I think that him not.
Is it because Guinness, when they awarded him least fuckable, also awarded him worst haircut?
Yeah, so
That is part of it.
and I think part of it is like maybe it's on me, maybe it's some projection, but I think most of it is the fact that he wouldn't even answer, like he wouldn't even acknowledge those accusations, and to me that's like
Well, now that we have a minute without Cam in the room, of course, as we've noted on the show before, Cam has an extensive collection of how-to for dummies collection, how to segue for dummies,
I will
finance
say
for dummies. I
solid
would like to say
series.
I'm seeing one how to come for dummies. I'm kind of
Yeah,
noticing
I
this
think
on
that's
Cam's
because
bookshelf right now.
Cam is such an attractive man. He's kind of been put in that pedestal where it's like, oh,
it's
you must have a
he's
big
so
cock
attractive
with
that it's
lots
like
of
boring
cum.
to jack off to at this point.
Yeah, because it's like
You know?
come in my mouth.
All right, I'll see you in Ireland, man.
See you, man.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Okay.
Oh my god, I am the worst.
Oh no. It's okay, just leave it on the table.
Trying to give Cam a hug. Fucked up his drink.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, don't worry. Don't worry.
All right, boys. I'm so sorry about that.
You guys are a hot mess. It's okay.
It's okay. No, don't worry.
It's a downstairs couch.
Just on the podcast, want to make a note that no one gives a fuck about Cam. Just parting notes.
Threw his drink on the couch. Yeah, fuck that couch.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fucking real good.
Oh, all right.
All right, Jocelyn.
And on that note, bow, ba-dow, bow, 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 ba-dow, bow, bow. You guys.
An accident. Take care.
All right, now that we've ruined Cam's couch, what do you guys hate about Cam? His couch. Yeah, other than his couch. Other than his fucking
think-
stank ass couch.
I think
Also,
it's
it's a
I think it's
heart-stayed-
bullshit. He got pissed at me for pissing on his couch when I know for a fact the dog has also pissed on his couch.
Okay, you win. Next segment.
Cam will. Cam will have the Seinfeld baseline. Perfect. All right, I can get back on mic. Why don't we have a podcast? We're way funnier than them. Fucking
Honestly,
plebs.
I mean, this may sound premature, but I think I'm like actually funnier than a lot of people.
I would
But
agree.
like they don't
Si,
know
senor.
it yet.
See,
And
senor.
it's not
you're
until
funnier, but like not to most people. You know, because honestly, and like don't
I
let this hit
appreciate-
your ego, but you're above them in a way that doesn't fucking matter at all.
I've always said that about me.
in a way that it's almost embarrassing.
I'm glad you brought that up. This is what I've been trying to tell people.
And I'm sorry they don't see it, but at least I do.
No,
and
I
know that
I
means
think
very
it's
little to
honestly, I think it's their fault.
Yeah, it's their loss because they don't know how funny it is. I do.
This like literally what you're describing about me is literally the crux of the prison industrial complex. Like
I don't follow that link, but continue, please.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
didn't.
I think the same thing that people don't understand about my humor is the same thing that people don't understand about people who got arrested for crimes. What? Say you?
I'd say what? Gets him every time. All right, please draw the link for me.
Okay.
All right.
If
Here
you're
we
living,
go, viewers.
If you're living a real life, like imagine.
I rarely do, but go
Okay,
on.
I know you don't.
I'm a
I
fucking
know
cushy
for a
ass bitch.
fact you don't.
Fuck
I've been
me.
watching. I've been making
I'm
sure.
I'm jerking off on what?
Oh man, there's some guests coming on.
Jerking off on my friends' couches.
Guess you'll have to wait till next week for me to explain the connection of my humor and the prison industrial complex because the actual answer is because it's a thing that no one cares about. It's a thing that no one cares about, but is saying important things. And
Yeah,
that's
and if you go back
20, 30
30
years.
years,
But what happened?
the couch is wet.
Why?
Yeah, it's because a lot of drinks spilled on there.
You'll have to listen to the episode to find out.
There was about 20 or 30 people, and they all went together, and no
Listen.
thought, so this wasn't like a planned experiment.
No.
And
But listen, when they all got together, they couldn't. It was crazy, so they couldn't believe it. When they all got together, half of them, more than half, sorry, it was like 80% of them couldn't feel it, whereas the other 20 could.
And you
What
say
couldn't they
that, but
feel?
you look
After the first test.
and you look back and they say like, oh, it was like this, and that's fine. You know,
Yeah, and they
like we
didn't-
just have to believe them. But like studies, you look at studies, and they say like it was nothing like that.
That's a good
I don't believe it at all. And it's like, what am I
the
supposed to
research
do
is
with that?
there. You can see it, and they don't
I've seen the
understand.
documents.
So I don't. It's cool. I mean, you can take it whatever way you want. In the end, I'm just giving it, and you can take it any way you want. But I think that's it's something to think about, at least when you're actually making your decisions.
Well, and I think what you just said is like really gets to the crux of the point is that like, yeah, like we all believe different things, and it's like I believe something different than you, and I think that's great. Honestly, I think that's what's kind of like making this whole mechanism work. But then I say like, maybe I don't think that anymore, and it's like, what do you do then? You know what I mean?
Well, but then like that's when you have to reach out to others, and that's when you come to people like us, and that's when you come to like these sort of platforms that we have, because we have a voice that we can say. Like, I'm not saying that I have any sort of expertise. I'm not saying that I'm not saying
No,
that I
no,
have
'cause
any.
you don't. Yeah.
No, but like I'm not saying that I have any. But I do have the knowledge that I took with me. I do have the knowledge that I took with me when I went to that platform.
And that knowledge.
When you go there, all I'm saying is when you go there, you know.
It's different
you know
than when you
starting
work from
something.
there.
Exactly. You know that you're starting at one point, and then when you go to I know I'm starting there, and then when I get to the next point, I know that
It's hard to explain to people.
I've explained, and people don't seem to get it. But
no, like me,
but like,
I'm
it's
a fucking
those
pleb.
are people that like they get their own platforms, and they don't understand that like they haven't like they don't understand.
Well, and
my
that's the
platform,
problem. And that's the problem.
And
What you just said right there.
Yeah.
Is that people don't understand
So
each other.
if you look back like 30,
30
40,
40
many
years.
even.
50 years ago even.
years. We're talking years, people, not minutes.
Like the pyramids
You heard
were
of those?
structures.
They were fucking structures like your house.
No, but we're talking
That
about
were
prisms.
built.
They were
Nobody's
built by people
everyone's
with their
talking about
hands.
The pyramids, but no one's talking about the prisms. So before the pyramids,
Okay.
So before the pyramids, the cavemen. I'm talking about like cavemen ages. Like this.
Listen,
is like,
what
this is like
shape
the
were those
paleo
caves?
Stuff we're talking about
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Everyone was living in the pyramids. So in prisms.
Wait,
sorry,
wait,
prisms.
wait.
Prisms
You
is
just
a
said they were living in
6
pyramids.
I meant prisms.
Every-
listen,
everything-
I'm the first to admit I misspoke. I meant prisms.
And I think that's important to admit when you're wrong.
Exactly. I think it's important to admit when you misspeak and you're
But it's funny,
wrong.
if I don't do that, Twitter's gonna
Oh my
gonna
God.
explode
You don't even
on
need
me.
to tell me.
I'm gonna be canceled in a second.
I'm pretty sure I'm already banned off Twitter.
Come on. It's like literally, what did I do?
What did I do?
Like,
And it's so fucking true. It's so true.
Anyone
They-
worth their
they'll get you
salt's
for
been
that.
banned from Twitter.
They'll get you for that. They really will.
Listen, just like Cam over here, a prism is a stronger structure than a pyramid. It's got 6, 8, 12, sometimes 15.
And I think the
points to
studies have
reference
shown
from.
that.
It's
And
stronger, and no one's talking about the prisms. Everyone's talking about the pyramids, and no one's talking about the prisms. Have you heard anyone talk about the prisms? I don't look at that chair. No one can see it because we're a podcast platform.
Listen, no one's
Unless
gonna
you're-
argue
unless
with the
you're watching on
science
YouTube,
unless
but-
you're a fucking idiot. No one's gonna argue with the science. And I think that like what we see here, what I see with my own eyes, and like studies have shown this, like what I see with my eyes is like he just set up a chair by himself. And it's like you go back 20, 30 years ago, who is doing that?
20,
no
30.
no one's setting up a chair by themselves. And it's like that atomization of all of us. It's like you're putting up a chair yourself. All of a sudden, you're fucking yourself. And it's like 20, 30 years ago, who was doing that?
Nobody.
No, I think we have the possibility to do it, but no one's actually doing it. No one's actually doing it. We're just doing it. Do you guys want to hear? Okay. Hey, we're okay. Dun 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 dun. That's commercial break for 2 Season a Pod. Hey, this commercial break is brought to you by Jokes.com. Jokes.com. Want to have a funny joke that you can tell to your parents and your grandparents on Christmas? Well, get this one. All right, ready, folks? All right. A dog walks into a copy shop, and the dog says. The dog walks up to the man, and the man says, "Hello, what can I print for you?" And the dog says, "Woof, woof, 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 woof." And the man says, "That's only 9 woofs. You can get the 10th woof for free." And the dog says, "Why would I want to print that? That wouldn't make any sense." Jokes for your parents to enjoy on this holiday season. Thanks for listening. And we're back on 2 C's and a Pod coming up now. Down, 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 down.
bow, 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 bow.
Down.
Not yet.
So what were you saying about the Aztecs, Connor? We left on. You were saying something.
I was making some stupid parallel between my life and something else that was bigger than me. Was it the prison industrial complex? And my life.
And the fact that we're all just living under like stakes and platforms and layers of layers.
Yeah, no, I think
of what they want us to feel and where they want us to be.
Yeah, no, we're in a control.
We're at the
system.
bottom no matter what we do.
Yeah,
Really, it doesn't matter how far we get up. We're always at the bottom.
And that's the thing. They've looked at the layer that you're like you can't get to. It's like no one's gonna get through that. And they looked at it and they said like, you know, under these, you know, circumstances, like you can, you know, make yourself through it. It's not that you're gonna get through it, but you're gonna make yourself through it.
And in a way, you know, we are really going to make it through it.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
In another way, like, we're not.
No, there's no question about it.
We might not make it through.
No, and I think
The
that there's
new
something behind
layer.
that. I think there's something behind that, whether that's like just a feeling or whether that's like, you know, something beyond us. I think that's something that like is really being felt by something right now.
There's a lot of new studies coming out actually saying that we might not actually make it through the new layer.
Well, I've been reading a lot of Tim Hance lately.
Tim Hansley. Now, I've been meaning to read that new Hansley.
And he's been saying, I mean, I hate to parrot other people, but like he's been saying kind of what you're saying, but like he's pushing it to, you know, the next
Now
sort of like sequence.
Now, have you been reading the new Tim McConnelly? He's been saying a lot of things that you're kind of saying right now, in which that like that layer really needs to be pushed, and all your it's the catalyst, right? The catalyst movement, and you know, and we have the government, and we have the way the economy sort of phases out.
Anik distantly waits for a response.
Yes. I am the moderator.
This episode of Two Season Pod is brought to you by
Site Makes Music.
Yes.
Instagram. Check us out. We have 6 posts.
It's also
from
brought to
2
you
years
by
ago.
Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr.
We challenge you to taste the bread.
Hamburger with a son. we named after him. So close you can taste it.
Site liked one of my posts, and I have like 130 posts, so...
I want to also say that the
Instagram.
Vancouver Tourism Board liked one of Connor's posts.
Interesting.
And
yeah,
it
'cause
was
Connor,
a picture of my face looking sad with the hashtag scumboys, hashtag emo, hashtag something else along those lines.
Now, Anik, you've been getting big following in the current TikTok market
I haven't,
for
but continue.
hashtag sad boys.
I am a
been
sad
following
boy.
you
Those words.
online out of concern,
Yeah.
but like also a mutual respect.
Thank you. I am also concerned for my health, if that's what you mean.
That is what I mean. Yes. Funny you should.
You seem to fall between this zone of people care, but not really.
That's what I find with most people in general. Is like they'll give a shit as much as it's like they need to show that they give a shit. You know?
Oh,
I hate to parrot Anik on all these points, but studies have shown that he makes a good point.
Yes, like that
That's kind of what my music's about. If you go onto our Spotify, it says it's good to cry sometimes.
We are standing here with a Spotify artist, of course.
That's not verified, by the way. I just paid $50, and anyone can put their music on. It's not an accomplishment. Literally,
money.
whoever's listening right now, you can do it right now. I'll send you $50 e-transfer.
And this is Neat Carlson. We're standing here right here.
I'm sad that Connor left.
He'll be back, I'm sure. The new EP coming out though. When's it coming out?
Give us a little taste. Give us a little taste of
It's
the new
it's
EP.
got some
Give us-
shooby-doo wops
give us-
and some boobity
Give us a
bops.
solo a cappella
Get
take
us
of one of your
excited.
new
All right.
releases with many instruments.
All right. So this is a little bit of it. This. This house is where my guilt lives. And yes, it swallows me whole. I'm shivering, my tired tears have gone cold. I can't even remember my own verses.
I'll be honest,
The
I'm
thing
trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the tracks.
Cam-
I mixed them.
Produce them. Okay, here's the thing. Is I've been waiting to make music videos, which has been taking like 2 years, because the thing is, when you have no budget, you gotta rely on people who are just volunteering their time, and they all have jobs and like lives that they want to live.
Yeah, we call them suckers
Yeah.
in the industry.
In the industry, we call them
industry,
fucking
we call them
plebs.
suckers.
Who? What do you do? Feed yourself? That's bullshit. I just steal hummus from Walmart and make my art. I don't know why you don't do the same. So, these fucking assholes that I have to work with, who need to take care of themselves, apparently, they need time, and so that's what it takes. And I'm hoping to have it out by the end of next year, but there's no guarantee.
2022. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Cam produced them, and they were produced well, and it's the first album I made that my mom liked. And she liked your production, I will say. Because I showed her 2 songs that you produced and one with the raw audio, and she was like, that third one, it wasn't fully done yet, right? And I was like, yes, Mom, you caught on to that. The first 2 were polished
Other
by my
side,
friend.
daughter, other side. Always got it.
Our friend
That-
Connor
that's
is
great to
drunk
hear.
right now, trying to figure
I
out how
think when he-
doors
when he-
work.
I think when I strive for mom rock. I
Yeah.
think when I was in bands in high school, we were because Newmarket music scene was either indie or post-hardcore. Those were the
Okay.
2 camps you could have been.
Okay.
And my band played like 12-bar blues, so we were likable.
Yeah, right on. Likeable right in between all of it.
Likable. I love being likable to moms.
I'll be honest, like no cap. Having my mom like an album is the biggest acclimate I could ever want.
Honestly, it is. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
kind of all I wanted out of life, especially because she's kind of getting old now. And I feel like this is the last time I'll make an album that she'll be around for mentally. And she liked it, so I did that before she died, and I'm happy about that.
Wow. Yeah. Big release. Yeah. Big
Yeah.
release. Big release.
I'm
in that
getting
kind of way.
the vinyl test pressing should come in next month.
No way.
Yeah,
No fooling.
yeah, for real.
Put me down for 3 vinyls.
All right, I got my friends down.
And I think everyone and all of us have our fingerprints on that. on this site release.
I'll get
Everybody-
0.5% because it costs fucking $35 to print one vinyl. But
Everybody's fingerprints are on this. Yours
I
are.
will
You guys all
the
fucking
vinyl jerk
soloed
subreddit,
on a.
and
You guys all ciphered.
please
I will make your vinyls
We all
worth
tried.
$11,000
I mean, I
each.
certainly
Thank you.
did at one point try.
You know what? I forget what your raps were, but you all ciphered
Many
on a
artists
thing.
wish their
and
albums were worth as much
I
as
just
theirs.
heard
This is the
it,
thing.
I could hear how much fun was being had. You
That-
know, like
That track where we all rapped on, like there were 2 tracks in particular where those are some of my favorite tracks, but those were produced by a person who I don't talk to anymore, and so I guess I gotta like make new beats for them, but the tracks are all there. So that there have been some pretty awesome posse tracks. I just got to make new beats for them.
Yeah, the awesome.
So they're on the
Possum.
way.
Awesome
Yeah.
possum.
That's the 386 crew, or I don't know if we have a name yet, but that's a crew.
386 Records.
386 Records. There you go.
Records. Just put a
Records.
B for some reason. I don't know.
For whatever
But like
reason.
what you just said,
Yeah.
I'm literally not even doing a bit at this point. But like what you just said is like this is why you are a holy grail. Is
I'm honestly
you
uncomfortable
make
with that.
music fun.
Thank you.
It's like music, honestly, like there are long stretches where I'm like, yo, music is fucking annoying. Like having to take piano lessons.
You got it.
I don't know if you guys ever take music lessons.
No, I'm with you
I
on
took
that,
piano
honestly.
lessons.
Yeah, I personally, I quit because it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Like,
I quit because
That's tragic to me.
I didn't practice enough. Yeah.
I mean, I
Dude, but
also
that's-
did not
Every day, and
practice
I
enough,
practiced
but
30 minutes
I
once.
didn't.
That's
enjoy
kind of
it.
bullshit because it's like your teacher should make it so that you want to practice, right?
Don't
Like
blame her,
practice
I
should be
blame
something.
myself.
No, I
Yeah.
100%
I
for
I
not
think
putting
my
in the
teacher
effort.
did a very good job. To be honest, to be perfectly honest, I think my teacher did a very good job at making it palatable. But she had to adhere to the Kiwanis music. Like,
Okay, yeah, it's pretty.
like the
I used to go to the
classical.
Kiwanis Music Festival, and I would
Yeah,
get
same.
gold every year.
Yeah.
I got gold one year.
I got gold every
No
year.
cap, but I got.
I'm not-
I never got silver. I got gold every year at the Kiwanis Music
I'm not trying to one up you, but I won second one year. But like the girl in the girl in first got
gold is
disqualified,
first.
and then I got first.
Because of course the Kiwanis
Gold
Festival,
is second.
the
Platinum is first.
and recently the Kiwanis Festival started testing for PEDs.
So
as soon as
I
they found
actually
out that woman was on.
like
Gold is first, and I
again.
was
I'm not trying to flex on you, but I do have a second place certificate and a
I
first
have
place.
5 first place certificates.
But
My
I have-
parents-
I have-
How are you in
My
Kiwanis
parents
5 years?
still have
so-
them in my old childhood bedroom. If you
I mean,
want me
it's
to show
quantity or quality. You know what I mean? Like,
But in her case, it's both. I'm just saying.
Because I played.
I have one of
Alouetta
each.
Perfectly.
I have one of each.
you mean Jean-T Alouetta?
Second and first.
Like Alouetta, Jean-T Alouetta.
Alouetta. Yeah, fuck. I was great at that. That was my best work.
What grade were you in?
Probably grade. Well, piano grade 4. Physically. University. But piano year 4. And I was
Right
the
on, right
best. I was the best because my fingers.
You were
were
the
longer,
best
so
'cause
I could-
everyone
I
else
could
was in
reach
grade
the farther
6.
notes that the other little.
Those fucking little kids
girls
with their
couldn't
tiny
reach.
ass hands.
Those tiny motherfucking
I could
kids.
reach the notes that 7-year-olds
Idiots.
couldn't reach.
Honestly, useless.
Tiny fucking hands.
In grade 1, I played.
Did you
Mark-
play what's that song? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
No, it wasn't that. It was Fuzzy Baby Bird.
Okay.
Okay.
Second year, March of the Goblins, much cooler.
Oh, March of the Goblins! I played that one. That was good. That was the one. That was the first. That was the first song. That
I
you,
haven't
March
heard
of the
of these
Goblins
either.
was the first time we got to use the trio. You got to
That
use like the,
man, that was it. Was black metal as fuck. It was like Black Sabbath at Kiwanis Music Festival.
Oh, sorry. Your district didn't get the funding for that
March.
arrangement.
Remember that? I played that and it was great.
Too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it was like year
Yeah,
1 or
like,
2, but it
come
was
out the
like
far.
that was the year that you're like, oh, piano's kind of cool. You got to use more than one finger. You know?
And you
got
could-
to use
you-
multiple fingers.
You can like pick the song that you actually want to
Yeah,
do.
they're like, okay, what do you want to do? And you get to pick. And I wanted to play Diana Krall. From
Seems
day
nice.
1, I was like, just give me Diana
Seems
Krall.
nice.
And my musical teacher was classically trained, and she was like, no, I don't know. No, Diana Krall's not a thing that you get to choose in piano lessons. You don't just
That's
get to say,
racist.
I want to be Diana Krall, and then you get to be Diana
What's
Krall.
I want to be
Diana
Diana
Krall
Krall.
is earned, damn it.
What's
That's
her?
fair.
What's her big track?
She Charmed Life.
Charmed Life. She's like Montreal based.
Yeah,
She's
you know,
from
no,
Montreal.
but like, what's
I
her
look
big
up
song?
To my left and I look up to my right.
To be
And
honest,
really the
like
charm-
my dad loves
She was in
Diana
a
Krall.
Subaru
sure.
commercial.
Your
My
dad-
dad also loves.
Oh
Diana
my God,
Krall,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
honestly,
why-
yeah, honestly.
It's like the Spice Girls for old men who like jazz.
Exactly.
Your
yes.
actually,
But it's
honestly,
like hot,
your
like
dads would have
30
a
to
great
40-year-old
night together.
women that are like
They'd have cigars.
they have some piano
they'd have a
talent.
couple
and
drinks.
they
They'd
have a
enjoy some
Jeep-
I
music.
think they would have a
Jeep,
great
like,
like non-sexual night together.
alto voice. Like I
Did
kiss
your dad like shooting bow and arrows
for
with a
you.
haystack?
My dad likes shooting BB
It's that
guns.
fucking song,
Okay,
right?
so that would probably
Like
cross over.
you know what I
feel like
fucking
shooting
mean.
things
Anybody
with
out there
pumpkin,
that
like
actually
blasting
knows Diana Krall and
pumpkins
was
and,
given more than 2 minutes of a
Diana
listen
Krall
time to,
and,
they know what I mean by when I
Rush. Does
say
your dad
that
like Rush?
one
There you go.
line of the hook.
Does every dad love Rush?
They know.
It's-
they know.
I don't want to even.
This is going on here.
I don't want to tarnish
Real-
my family's
real
name by
listeners will
talking
know.
about our relationship with Rush. But it goes deep.
My mom saw Rush at the Keep
Anyone
Battle
who's
in, like,
paired
1975,
listens to Diana
like, before
Krall.
they were big type of
And
Yeah, my stepdad has a story
Diana
there where
Krall,
he
it's like-
saw
you know what I
two-
mean by when I say
in
Did
the-
you see April Wine?
Yeah,
Like,
April
like-
Wine
like,
played.
you
my
know what I mean?
stepdad's
Like I don't even
prom.
know the fucking song, but
That's what
it's
they
like
did
it's
back
it's
then.
that fucking hook, right? Like you hear that and it's like
Yeah,
'cause
well,
it's
no,
like
we've
track 4 or
established
5 in the album.
that our
and your dad
parents
tells you to
went to
shut
the
the
same
fuck
high
up
school
and, like,
and know the same
starts,
people.
like,
Folks
yeah.
at home,
takes out the
ladies and gentlemen
turkey out of the
listening, so
oven
yeah, so
like
my
25 minutes too
stepdad-
early. Doesn't even rest it. Like starts cutting
And-
into it. It's
I don't
not
even
even
know what's
like
happening on the other
raw
side of the
or
room
like
over here.
cut.
Oh yeah, this is all gonna be edited
Yeah,
out.
no.
But my stepdad and Cam's dad know each other.
The one chance they had at relating to the audience actually down the tubes. Anyways, go on.
All right, so what I was saying.
My father, but anyways.
Well, we would have loved.
So my father
we
never
would've
really
loved to hear
spoke
it.
to us
This
growing
was
up.
the space for Diana Krall to come up publicly.
That was the whole thing. I'm like, you know that 5-second like stupid little thing I just sang. Any Diana
Should have
Krall
been broadcasted.
listener will know.
Should have been
Oh,
broadcasted.
the listeners will hear and they'll know.
Oh no! Everything you said over the last 4.5 minutes was cut because there was a far more.
He knows.
6 times, and I've never
Six.
seen a band 6 times. I've never seen any artist.
My dad's seen her twice.
Yes.
Who's the?
Wow, that's I thought. See, and I thought.
Seen her
And
I've seen Danny
twice
Brown
was
3
a lot,
times.
but you're saying 6
3,
times.
right?
That's great.
Oh, two
That's
mic.
impressive.
following her since like
Since day one.
I respect
So I've
that.
seen. I've
My parents like, oh, Diana Krall, like. Juno winner,
I've seen
like-
Against Me.
I'm
I
like,
think
oh,
4
yeah, Diana
times
Krall.
you saw him at Strombo's house.
at George Strombolopoulos' house. I also saw that. I've seen, but I've inadvertently seen Colorado probably 3 or 4 times also. And
But
I
they
think
never made it
and I
big,
think actually
though.
we were all together at a Kitchener.
I wasn't there.
Canada Day.
I was not there.
Yeah.
You and I were there. But yeah, Against
Yeah,
Me.
audio only podcast. We don't have video here. You and I being
being my Connor and myself.
okay.
But I have seen actually. I've paid to see Against Me probably 3 times, and I've seen them. I saw them once as an opening act, once as the thing at George Strombolopoulos' house, like you talked about. Yeah, 5 or 6 times maybe. They're fantastic.
That they're literally on my bucket list
Really,
of bands,
You've never seen them?
and just like for random circumstances, whether it's like I had an exam that night or back to my parents literally wouldn't let me go one time. like that range of time is just like never saw them live on my bucket list.
Yeah, it's so funny because I think for me, I've seen them 2 or 3 times just as opening acts for the people that you were actually paying for. I think I've seen them twice as I'm paying because I want to see you. The rest of the times have been Oh shit, you're opening for Billy Talent? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's so funny.
And you were there with us when we saw them. They sang the Canadian anthem and all that shit.
Not against me.
Colorado?
Oh, Colorado.
That was that. Okay,
Colorado,
different
I've
show.
seen
14.
That's
I
one
think,
I've
yeah,
seen
the
6 times for sure.
Park, the three of us were actually at that show, I think, when they sung that. But Against Me, fucking great show.
Against me, like, okay. Against me, literally, okay.
Literally
Against-
okay.
Literally, think back 23 years.
Apparently,
Against me, and
Cancer Bats.
Gloss is the band name. Like literally.
I don't know. I was trying.
Okay. I'm really derailing things here, but I gotta get this out now because I've spent so much time.
Of course.
Against Me and Gloss. Like literally top 2 punk bands. Both trans.
Interesting.
That's my thesis.
Okay.
Well, this is the Thesis Podcast.
You're listening to the Thesis Hour.
We discuss thesis, but not any follow-up.
You guys want to get into
brought to you by Liquid Plumber. Liquid Plumber, the only plumber who's also a liquid.
Cleans out your pipes.
I pissed all over some shit stains before you guys came over. I
Interesting.
pissed on some shit stains in the toilet, and I'm like, that's pretty clean. I cleaned it after, but it was pretty clean.
Use promo code 2Cs for off your. I don't know. I don't know what it's for.
Or shit stain material that you can use on your toilets after you take a big dump after a show. We all know we've done it. Now, back to 2 Season a Pod.
Have you ever taken a big dump and it sort of sticks around and you're sort of sitting there yourself thinking
Do I have Lysol? Do I have something to rub the toilet with? That small angular shaped device?
But then I'm also thinking to myself, what's my environmental impact when it comes to using chemicals in my toilet water? It's feces. If we could all just agree that this isn't that bad,
Not that bad.
should I not have to spend?
Why am I
money
using
in
fresh
chemicals?
water to flush my toilet?
I think a lot of studies would support what you're saying, and like we've been saying that for a long time now.
This episode of 2 Seasons of Prod is brought to you by Mila Kunis, who
Mila
doesn't bathe
Kunis.
her kids because she doesn't believe that if they're not necessarily dirty,
Is that
you don't
a
have
thing?
to. That's a thing.
may have
Also brought to you
access
by
to-
Dax Shepard, who similarly believes similar things. Kristen Bell, yeah, The Good Place. We all love it. Use promo code 2seasonpod for your chance to not bathe your kids.
I hate to be a contrarian, but is it
Whoops.
possible that they know something that we don't?
Probably not.
This episode of 2 Season Pod is brought to you by the Illuminati.
What do they know? You'll never find out.
Use promo code 2 Season Pod
I
for
think you
50%
could
off
easily
your,
find
your
out if you
membership
listen to me more.
to the Illuminati. Also brought to you by the Illumathati. Use your promo code Jesus Christ for 50% off. The Illumathati.
For the thickest with triple C, Illuminati booties out there.
We're also working with Fashion Nova. Use promo code SEASONPOD for 50% off your own Fashion Nova thick. Fashion Nova clothing
3Cs.
famously made for curvier women. Now you can use your own Fashion Nova thick.
We know you're out there. We know you're out there listening.
We know you're out there.
We have the algorithm. They tell us who's listening, and we listen. So
You're
please
watching
go out
Bradley
there and
Martin
listen.
fitness clips and
Okay.
2 Season Pod.
Who
We
is
know
Bradley
who the
Martin? Let's get
ads-
into that.
We have our.
I don't know. You've been yawning for the last 4.5 minutes.
Who is Bradley Martin?
I'm in a death grip shirt and I'm at Cam's house. Ask me anything.
Who is Bradley Martin?
funny you should ask.
He's right. He's right. I think he's right.
It's very funny.
I still don't know. I've seen a lot of him on YouTube Shorts. Can someone?
I think he had a guest spot on The Big Bang Theory. Didn't he have a guest spot?
Is that his big thing?
He was like Sheldon's estranged brother. No? Okay.
Is that it?
I mean, I might believe you, but
You
that feels
remember?
like a stretch.
None of you watched The Big Bang Theory?
Is that his biggest thing that he's done?
I think so.
I thought the big-
Once you reach The Big Bang Theory, I don't know how you can get.
I
any
thought the
bigger.
biggest thing he did was shoulder press 200-pound dumbbells.
I didn't even know 200-pound dumbbells existed.
They're out
but,
there.
So you're saying he's a fitness model?
Bradley Martin, is he in this?
I don't know who
I don't
this
know.
is.
I don't know who said he, but yeah, they are a fitness model. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who they are either. I don't.
I've heard the name way too many times, and I'm having difficulty wrapping my head around it.
Do you ever get that feeling that you're the only person who knows what's going on, and then you think that other people know
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
'cause
on?
we
You
do a
also
podcast
feel like
weekly.
You're way too good to actually tell anybody who's going on, so you start a monologue.
Do you ever get that
Welcome to
feeling
Two-Season
that
Pod.
you watch YouTube videos and you think that something is in the zeitgeist, and then you bring that thing up to people, and then you realize that it's not actually in the zeitgeist, and you're just a fool?
I feel you.
Thank you.
That
We're
one
here
to me
with
I
you
don't
on
hit often.
Two-Season a Pod because we also feel that way.
None of us are in the zeitgeist.
Me, maybe especially on the outside of it.
Yeah, Cam, you're on the outside.
I would think so. Yeah, being on the outside of any social media, I hate to say it.
Well,
You
I
missed some
I
things.
heard those beauty words, UBI. I heard it.
talking about
I heard it
UBI
come from upstairs. Which, Cam, I think that means that we have to call an end to it. Our episode 99, which means episode 100 is right around the corner. How do you feel about that?
Well, no MacGyver and Fiverr. Had it prepped. No headline asinine. I had some facts ready for that. I have some. It's all there. But hey,
As someone who jumped in just now, who skipped ahead, as someone who jumped in and
Yes.
skipped ahead to just the last 5 minutes, as I do every week, why didn't you do MacGyver and Fiverr?
That's a good point. That's
I
a good
feel
point.
I was
very
ready.
upset, but
I think maybe we would have wanted an audience. You know, like kind of like.
We could have had it.
You know, you never know what's going to happen. Apparently, and this is just producers of the show told me that 10 minutes of improv, like kind of like cipher freestyle was recorded without our knowing even.
Oh, it was at least 20 minutes because I was here.
You were present for it?
Well, yeah, I was here.
Thank you. So this episode's just gonna be a wash, I guess. There's probably 2 hours of content to pull from, but
God.
whether or not the episode is 2 hours, we do not know.
Maybe 4. It runs deep. Anyway, I'm Cam LeClaire signing off.
Take care, folks.
And never forget, you are more likely to be the president than you are to win the lottery. Take care.
No way. Take care, folks.
Okay. Yo. Trying to get this shit right. I'm trying to take flight. All my music shit be like it might blow up tomorrow, not tonight. Oh shit, I still need to make videos for all that shit. I got some vinyl records in the mail. Yeah, I'm supposed to get that shit next month. The test pressings. Yeah, we call those shit hollow grails, holy grails. Yeah, you know that shit. It's been going to fucking sale. yeah, I've been trying to make a profit. I've been trying to be a prophet. I've been trying to tell them truths. Your buddies can't even lock it down. Bro, I'm trying to wear the crown. Yo, I ain't trying to fuck around with that true shit. Trying to be on that pulpit. I ain't trying to talk that bullshit. Bro, I'm trying to spit that solid truth. Only you know how it goes on me. I ain't got no phonies in my fucking cronies, in my fucking crew. You know how we do. We fucking listening to G-Unit, bro. Fucking JPEG Mafia on vinyl, bro. Fucking Jeff Rhodes in the stock on that vinyl. Yo, get that shit from quote unquote records, bro. 180 grams on that shit for real. Yo, we ain't fucking round. We ain't no fucking clowns. We ain't from this side of town, bro. We fucking went to Laurier. That shit down the street from Waterloo. Like, hey, yo, we ain't give a fuck about school. I almost spray painted prison on that side of shit like, ooh. But instead, I just did that shit on the side of some fucking Fed run fucking cash payback loan shit. The very next day they had that sprayed over shit. I ain't even know why, but I be like, yo, I guess you gotta run your fucking scam business, yo. I guess I fucking gotta fight for the system, yo. I guess I fucking gotta try to make amends where I can. Now I'm fucking working some desk job, doing what I can. Fucking working for the CRA, hoping they don't book me for this shit. You know they got the fucking security on lock and shit. You know they fucking got drones in the air. I seen the documents. Yo, motherfucker, I be a week. Where? Yo, I'm the fucking Alex Jones of rap. I'm the fucking Clayton Bigsby of the trap game, bitch. I used to buy weed off the motherfucking making beats right now. I used to buy weed and sell it to the fucking person whose house I'm in right now. Yo, but more likely I'm selling it to Alex Osborne. Yo, he ain't gonna put this on this contract cause it's fucking incriminating though. Yo, I be spitting so much rhymes you ain't even got enough SD card room for this. Yo, you don't even got enough space in your head for this. You don't even got enough gigabytes in your bed for this. You don't even know how the fucking feds get this. Yo, they be listening on all of your Google Homes. You be straight up giving them information like here it go. And I be like, yo, I be fucking longboarding and yo, I be chilling with deer and taking pictures like yo on my old 70s Polaroid camera. Yo, I be fucking rocking that shit. Yo, I mean fucking taking that shit home. Yo, I can't even hear the beat cause I'm fucking gone. I be off so many tall boys you don't even know. I tried to quit weed and I'm smoking today, I guess. Though, I guess I got a fucking weak willpower, yo. I gotta guess I fucking weak willpower, yo. George R.R. Martin was a real king. R.R. Tolkien was a real king. Fucking Du Bois was a real king. Yo, let me just sing like yo, fucking Cam Osborne, you listening to this shit? Better make this to a track. It's gonna be straight legit. It's gonna be lit. Gonna get that crip kids be fucking busting all this shit day in and day out. They ain't gon' quit. They just gon' keep selling it. They gon' be feeling like, oh shit, this shit. My shit don't stink. That's cause my shit fucking blink. That's cause my shit don't even blink. It's been straight eye on the target. Don't miss a second of frame of this shit. You know, this shit gon' be so hard. It's as hard as it get. You know, I ain't gon' be the prison, but the motherfuckers gon' respect me if I ever get. You know, I've been a fucking friends who been to that shit, and they been the nicest person that I even ever met. So I be talking about how that justice system is some bullshit. And yo, I be working in that shit now. I be working for the CRNA now. I be working trying to get that DNA down. I be working, yo. I be working. I be working. I been spitting rhymes. I been twerking. I've been doing time in that machine. You know how it go. You know what she. You know how it roll. You know how it turn your soul into nothing but drivel into that role. It's been telling you to play your part, yo. It's been telling you to not complain, though. It's been telling you to just do what you've been told. It's been telling you that you ain't deserve nothing ever more. It's been telling you that you ain't a fucking single cent on your own. It's been telling you that you need them just you can be shown. Yo, it's telling you that you ain't never gonna shine upon all those other people that be on the road. Hey yo, you should know that you be yourself on your own. Hey yo, you should know that you can do your own shit though. All you need is time though. All you need is resources and people to show you the you real you though. Yo, you ain't know this, yo, cause you ain't have anybody to hold your hand and make you know this. Yo, I had those people to me, I'm be fortunate. Yo, I be telling people that. I be telling people all you gotta do is follow that voice inside your head that tells you that shit is scary as fuck. I know that shit is scary as fuck, but you gotta run to it. I know you guess gotta be a lot of precarity in that movement. I know you gotta watch your step a lot more carefully than you were used to it. But it's been how it goes though. Yo. It's been how it goes though. Ain't no other way to make it out that road though. Ain't no other way to fucking go though. Yo. 13-minute rap for Cam Osborne to edit through. That's a rap. That's a hit track right there, Cam. You better edit that shit.
Continuing tonight on 2 C's in a Pod. 96.7 on your Two C's in a pod, 2 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 C's in a pod, because we're 2 C's in a pod, just like 2 C's in a pod, 2 C's in a pod at gmail.com.